everybody. Happy Saturday. How's it going? I'm sorry, I'm eating really quick. Guess who spilled balsamic all over themselves at work today? This chick. Good to see you. Baby to sleepy poet. Hi. Nice to meet you. Hi, Toast. Hi, live off of a keto. Thanks for stopping in. Casper wants my garlic bread. No, sir. All right. We're going to be building in The Sims today. I'm sorry if I was a little late. I had a very, I got out of work early, but my back was kind of sore. And so I felt like I needed to just, exercise a little bit, work out. So I went on a run, which felt good, but I was a little tired when I got back and obviously hungry because I was exercising. So, yeah, I had to get food, but I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Yeah. My outfit is cute. Thank you. Yeah. I'm wearing the leggings that I ran in, and then just like a tank top. But I have I've worn this before, I think, on streams. But some of my favorite kimono type things. It's no face. Very fun. And then I wore my hair up all day today. Got a shower after this stream. Oh, getting my hair cut soon. Gonna dye it. It's gonna be great. I'm so pale. Oh, cracked my neck. Felt good. I want to play some more Little Nightmares, but because I'm kind of tired, I was worried I just wouldn't be with it with the game, So I wanted to just continue my build in The Sims and kind of relax with y'all. I'll put on my cozy music now. What color? I think I'm gonna dye my hair red. When I was young, I used to have when I was born, I had Snow White blonde hair, very blonde, and then it got a bit darker, and I had red highlights and stuff in it, or I wouldn't say red highlights, but red tones in it, and then it got even darker to the color that it is now, and I lost the red. But go ahead, buddy. Yeah. So I'd like to go back to a natural red color. I think it'd be fun. There was sorry. Close my door. There was a period of time where my hair was as red as that chair behind me. I had princess, the Little Mermaid, Ariel red, which is pretty fun. I did that in college. But with my current job, I think I mentioned, I can't even have crazy nail colors. Obviously, can't have unnatural hair colors where I work. So, I will not be doing something crazy. I think at some point I kind of want to dye my hair pink. The same color pink as a lot of my technology. My computer mouse is this pale pink, and my little heat. Okay, I thought I just unplugged my computer for a second. I panicked. It's the same color as my little heat pad for my teacups and stuff on my desk too, and my headphone case is this little pink guy. I kind of want to do my microphone. I like pink. So I don't know. I'd kind of like to do my hair a fae kind of color. A really pale pink, a champagne sort of tone. But I don't know. We'll see. Be fun to give it a whirl. Casper, you're making so much noise. I'm talking to people on stream. Yeah, one of my coworkers is also a hairdresser, and so she agreed she'd do my hair, which I think will be fun. Okay, if I open the door for you, you actually have to go out there. You're being annoying. Being obnoxious. Mr. Go. Pink is objectively the best color. It's pretty fun. It can be fun to have pink hair. I don't know if I did that color though, if I'd like keep my eyebrows dark. I probably would. Or maybe I'd like do like a dark brown color with them or something. Cause I think I'm very pale. That's why I'm hesitant to do that color, because I don't know if I'm like too pale to pull it off, you know? Or if I'd look kind of like ethereal with it. I don't know, like a fae, because I'd be really pale. But yeah, I don't know if I wouldn't dye my brows like bright blonde or pink or anything. I think I'd keep them dark, because they just really like, you know, to like frame my eyes and my face. Have the perspective of it all, so yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's go back to building. I definitely want to do something fun. And I apologize, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna run to grab my tea really quick. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Casper. We've got our star mug for the stream. It's been a while since I've pulled this one out. Good job, buddy. Alright. I'm drinking a lotus tea. Very tasty. So, work was fun. I worked at the tea room today. Those of you probably know I'm a part-time bartender, but I also work part-time in a tea room, which is very on Brit. I lost a headphone. Give me 1 second. Okay, which is very on brand for me, as I am obsessed with tea. My name Earl Grey wasn't any indication. Yum yum. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun working at the tea room today. I got to try some new foods that they have there now, which is pretty cool. I appreciate that. Ooh, excuse me. You know what? I might turn off my lo-fi music actually, because I have the Sims music playing right now and I don't want it to interfere. Lotus tea, very tasty. Tasty. At the tea shop. He works at a tea shop. But yeah, at the the tea room, I should say. We have a new girl, and she's really sweet. I was training her today. She did a very good job. She did get a little flustered at one point, and I felt bad because she started to cry. Which, you know, it sucks, like, crying at work when you're new and you're stressed. And it's very easy to get overwhelmed. Sorry, I've got specks all over my keyboard. But if you've never worked in a restaurant before, it's very easy to get overwhelmed. And she told me, you know, she's never worked in a restaurant before, but was like, oh, you know, honey, like, it's gonna get, like, I don't mean that to sound condescending, but, like, it's like this, you know, it's a very fast-paced job working in a restaurant, and I don't think that people have a right to be, like, rude to you, you know, obviously. People have made me cry working in the service industry before. But sometimes, like, if someone in the kitchen is short with you or stressed out, like, it's just the way it's going right now, and you just gotta kind of roll with the punches and, like, not take it personally if the chef snaps at you, you know? Because they've got a lot on their plate, you know, pun intended. So, no bar fights, no. No, the country club is pretty good. This is really good tea. Good job. Was talking about for last night. Oh yeah, because I went out with friends. No bar fights. Nobody got in a bar fight. Least of all me. I was definitely sleepy today though. I got home at a reasonable time, but I just, like, you know, been out with friends and been talking a lot and, like, catching up with people. So, you know, I'm one of those people that I have to be, like, really exhausted after hanging out with friends to, like, fall asleep right after chatting with people, you know? It was, like, kind of hard for me to wind down, you know, because it'd been my day off. Oh, so I'd been able to relax for most of the day, and then, you know, even just, like, going out and hanging out with friends, like, getting a drink, it wasn't super exhausting really or demanding, even though we were out late. So when I finally got home, I was definitely like, okay, like, still, you know, my brain is, like, thinking about a bunch of different stuff, even though it was nice to relax in bed. So I didn't really fall asleep until a while after I got home, and then, you know, I have to be in early at work for the tea room, so I was a little sleepy. And I got in there and, you know, found out that my favorite teacup broke in the dishwasher. We have, like, a delicate dishwasher for porcelain cups and stuff. My favorite teacup didn't make it. I almost quit today. This made me very sad. Alright, so we got the Whispering Pines here. Yes, I am. Other than that, though, good shift. Felt bad for, again, the new girl, but it was nice. And it was nice catching up with friends, like, getting together at the bar. I know, it was very sad. It was this really beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna turn on my air conditioner really quick. It's hot. I'm sweaty. I went on a run. I'm gonna take a very nice shower after this stream. For sure. But yeah, because our, you know, our restaurant collects, like, teacups and porcelain stuff because people, like, donate it too. You know, it's like a higher end tea room, like a very nice place. Excuse me, I burped. But our whole thing is, like, antiques. So we have a lot of antique tea sets and teacups and stuff, and it's really beautiful. So it's also sad when one breaks. Like, obviously it happens. You're working in a restaurant, like, shit breaks. And I guess fortunately for the restaurant, we're not typically out a lot of money because usually a lot of stuff gets donated to us through, like, estate sales and things like that. But I was still really sad that my favorite one broke because I don't know if I'd be able to get, like, another one. Because I think it was, like, custom painted. Like, I bet the person who owned it painted it because, it was like a deep green, like a really pretty, like, deep jade green teacup with a matching saucer, and it had little white, like, jasmine flowers on it. It was so pretty. And now it's gone. The saucer is still okay, but what's the fucking point? Devastating. Anyway. How's your day? How are y'all doing? Oh, sorry, my back is a little sore. It was really pretty, right? It was beautiful. Yeah, tragic. Oh my goodness, I apologize if I'm yawning. I'm excited to kind of settle in and have a cozy stream though. I'm excited to play more Little Nightmares next week. I will be updating my stream schedule. I have 2 days off in a row, so that'll be nice. I'll be streaming on those days. I might be working on the tiny room. I'm just looking for the round window. This one, here we go. But yeah, I might be doing the thing. Okay, I want to have like the cycle. There we go. Although I might do the darker color. Yeah, want to work on the tiny room. Gotta purchase some wood glue. You know what, I think I'm gonna make... I know he said Cyberpunk, and I might have some apartments that are dark, but I gotta think this through. Because I know Cyberpunk aesthetics are, like, typically very dark, and I like doing, like, the dark industrial look with, like, the neon signs, you know? And I do want to decorate with that for, like, the bar of this, apartment complex. Like, I'm gonna have, like, a community space. But I don't know if I want all the apartments. Like, I know Cyberpunk is typically very dystopian, and it has that dark aesthetic, which I love. I want a black kitchen, you know, but I kind of want to make... I sort of want these homes to have a bit of that, just, like, kind of uncanny feeling, you know, where they're, like, so stark and white, and it's kind of like that thing where it's like it's supposed to feel perfect, but it's just, there's something wrong, you know. I don't know if I want them to necessarily be sterile, but I kind of want, or maybe not all of the apartments will be that way, but I kind of want one of the apartments to be really, like, cute and pastel. You know, I kind of want to go for the color palette of those, like, Smarty, like, candy bracelets or whatever. I want it to just be very, like, pale colored. I think that would be fun. What do you think? I think that's a good idea. Oh my goodness. I'm sleepy. Okay. Alright. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna lay out this apartment. Glad you have Earl Grey to bounce ideas off. I know. She's very creative. Very talented. This might be a little bit of a shorter stream, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm feeling kind of sleepy. And I also feel my head starting to feel a little... I'm gonna loosen my ponytail a teeny bit. Because that would be some of the reason I have a bit of a headache. Oh, it feels better. Yeah, sorry I'm sleepy. Hopefully you guys can relax. You know what? I will put the lo-fi music on. Fuck it. We don't have to listen to the Sims music. We'll just relax. I'll have to share a playlist that I made on Spotify with y'all. I made like a dinner playlist, but it's like you're having dinner during a thunderstorm and there's a murder. Like I tried to pick music that would feel like, you know, like fit the Clue aesthetic where you're in like an old house. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna kind of do it like this. There we go. This will be the bathroom. That'll be like the kitchen. Okay. Okay. Cute. I don't want the stairs. Oh, I wish. I know it was part of like the future pack for The Sims, but I really wish we still had those like teleportation pods, you know? Like, I wish they could have like a single tile elevator for The Sims. I know that's not really something that people have in apartments, but it would be fun for more like fantastical builds that I do like this because, you know, I know they gave us ladders, but like, and I know they let us change the directions of the stairs, but to my knowledge, they still have not just given us spiral staircases. Like, the fuck? Sims team. Gotta see how this all lines up. Okay. Now if I put that there. Okay, I kind of want to like turn it around a teeny bit. Oh. I might take a shower and then like work on some creative stuff for my channel. Like I have all my widgets done now, but I might design some more like graphic stuff and I'll listen to the Emperor's New Groove while I work on it. I have like these little things too for my I don't know if it popped up. For like gifting subs on YouTube. I have a cute little widget for that. Although that's not what I set. That's what I set. What the fuck, Streamlabs? Do it. Yeah. Well. Okay. Anyway. Let's build up one of these apartments. I'm sorry I'm very sleepy. This is hitting me all of a sudden. Don't go into the light, Earl Grey. Oh. No, I don't want to have the clear glass door leading to the bathroom. Hey, Xander. Welcome. Welcome to the tea cabinet. Did you see that alert? I did. Wasn't it so cool? I gotta find a door for the bathroom door. Why don't I do the pocket doors? I really like the ones with the cranes on them, but okay, I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Like I said, I wanna steampunk, or cyberpunk rather. It's all coming together. Hello! I like your One Piece user profile picture. Sorry. Your One Piece profile picture. That's very cool. Very, very cool. Got a random question for me? Yeah, shoot. Go for it. Sorry if I'm a little low energy. I think I'm getting a migraine because I was a bad noodle and I didn't get enough sleep. Ask your random question. Looked at your bio and it said, yes, I do like Andy Weir. I'm a big fan of The Martian and I love Artemis too. I was actually very pleasantly surprised with Artemis. I should see if I could recreate Artemis in The Sims. That would be fun. Sorry, I'm adjusting in my seat. You haven't started Project... Oh, Hail Mary yet. Is it good? I bought it, just haven't started it. So I haven't read that yet either, so I can't tell you. You'll have to come, like, report back to me and tell me how it is, because I haven't read it yet. But, I mean, I feel like if it's Andy Weir, it's probably going to be amazing, because he's a very good writer. I'm out of tea. Thank you. Oh, good. Yeah, I expect a full dissertation on my desk by next Monday. Never read him before. Decided to start on that. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think he's a very good writer. He's very, you know, I love sci-fi novels. He's very good at writing the science and making it accurate and making it, like, palatable at the same time, you know, for people who are not engineers or don't understand a lot of, like, some of the aspects of, like, what he's talking about. How about in 2 Mondays at least? Deal. Yeah, he, what was I gonna say? Oh, like, for example, I think I've mentioned this before, but one of my favorite jokes in Artemis, so if you guys haven't read it, it's a book that takes place on the moon. I'm not going to really be spoiling anything by talking about this, but it takes place on the moon. He's writing about, like, a group of, you know, people that live there. It's like a moon colony has been created. And people from Earth, like, come to visit, and it's definitely, like, a luxury trip to be able to go to the moon. So the wealthy people do it a lot. And there's, like, a moment where these characters are talking, like, these businessmen or whatever are negotiating things, and one of them asks for a cup of coffee, and he drinks it, and he's like it's really lukewarm, and it's acknowledged, you know, in the book that water would boil at a different temperature on the moon because of a difference in gravity, pressure and stuff. So it boils, but at, like, a lower temp. So the tea and coffee that a lot of people on the moon drink is by our definition, like bland or lukewarm or kind of like gross compared to Earth. So I don't know. That's like a fun little science joke. There's stuff like that in a lot of Andy Weir's books. But I appreciate that, yeah, he finds ways to explain a lot of the science and like the engineering stuff, and it doesn't ever feel like an info dump, at least not to me. Someone who reads a lot of, I'm also a ghostwriter and an editor, you know, and I'm used to editing and like reading a lot of fantasy stuff, a lot of dark fantasy, and I love reading books that have a lot of lore, but I can also agree that it gets exhausting when you're just slogging through like an info dump, and I like that Andy Weir doesn't do that. He just doesn't pile a bunch of information on you and then expect you to get it. So it's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna put that in the. Right, like I said, I'm gonna. Sorry, I'm just mumbling to myself now. I'm gonna do like a wooden wall. Hello. No, that's not very cyberpunk. That's kind of fun. So you don't like 3 pages on a kingdom, its economy, and history? Sometimes, I don't know, it just has to be like entertaining in how it's written. I will get really into like the nitty-gritty of lore for, you know, I love that shit. I play Dungeons and Dragons a lot too. I'm a DM, so I get really into stuff with like the way towns are like designed and stuff, and like the local economy, and the realism, somewhat of like the realism of, you know, how like medieval towns and stuff were set up or whatever. But I also yeah, it's like if that information is not delivered in an entertaining way. Alright, so we got this fun pastel room here. I'm a fantasy nerd trying to dip my toes into sci-fi. Yeah, you should. Another author I would recommend for like I mean, I really like Haruki Murakami. He's, I guess, more fantasy maybe than science fiction, but he kind of bounces between the two genres. I could recommend one of the novellas I worked on as an editor. Writer, friend, you know, I edited their book for them. I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. I did not sleep well. I had a long day at work. Now I'm gonna turn off my air conditioner. Une minute, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup. What kind of editor are you? The good kind. I edit books, and, you know, like, I've edited scripts before too for TV, and I've even written speeches for people before. I've worked with some actors too. I can't say certain people because I've signed NDAs, but yeah, so that's kind of what I do. Yeah, mostly editing manuscripts and, you know, novels and books and stuff. I've ghostwritten all sorts of things. My primary genres are like dark fantasy and erotica and mystery stuff. But oh, that's cool. I was meaning like, are you a developmental or copy editor or line or one of those things? Gotcha. Developmental editor typically. I try my best to do copy editing too, because, you know, I think to make it easier for the editor who follows me up, like the line editors, you know, copy editors, things like that. You know, it's not fair to them to give them a manuscript that's like riddled with errors. And most of the authors I've worked with too respect for me that like they're not gonna give me a manuscript that is really rough. But yeah, I mostly do developmental editing. Thank you. Yeah, it's fun. I love it. But I also bartend part-time, and I work at a tea room as well because I love tea. So, but I would love to be a full-time writer. It's like my dream career, working on my own stuff right now. I do have a book published. I'm an indie author. I have a short story, novella published on Amazon. It's illustrated, and so there's like a paperback version with illustrations. I had a really talented artist do that for me. And then there's an ebook version as well, but I have a short story collection that's going to be coming out this year, and then I also am working on a novel. What genre do you write? Good question. I really love writing fantasy. But I also love to write. Thank you, Toast, for sharing the link to my website. I appreciate it. I bounce between like fantasy and mystery, but I also write erotica too. That's a big area for me. I tend to mix all of those genres. I've always liked darker stories. You know, things don't necessarily have to be like super gritty and depressing all the time, but like I like those aesthetics too, like for, you know, like dark Victorian kind of stuff for interior design and things like that too. So I like that aesthetic for books, but I want to work on a graphic novel too. Those are like the two big projects. I'm trying to get to a point where right now I'm working 2 jobs along with streaming, but I would love to get to a point where you know, I could either have just one job or be streaming kind of as a source of income, and also have my writing be enough of a source of income that I could really dedicate my time to a lot of creative projects, and just put more stuff out, because I'm a very diligent worker and I love writing, but there are only so many hours in a day. Yes, Toast is a great mod. He's really awesome. I'm also simul-streaming on YouTube, so if you want to check out my YouTube channel, you're more than welcome to go over there. I want to post more long-form videos, but I love to analyze TV and movies and stuff. I did a whole video on Avatar: The Last Airbender recently. I would really like to post a video next talking about comic relief dads from Nickelodeon shows. I think that'd be a blasty blast. If you guys all heard that little like boop boop sound, that was my doggy. He's dreaming and he's talking in his sleep. You see that little white lump in the blankie? That's Casper. The original Avatar: The Last Airbender or the shitty live action? The original, yes. The cartoon. I also talk about Legend of Korra. I ranked all the villains from the series to determine who is the most dangerous, basically, or like the most terrifying of them based off of their abilities and stuff as benders. But y'all, that is that. Yeah. Who made the top of the list? Well, you gotta go watch the video and see. I don't want to spoil it. Spoiled it. Yeah. I kind of want to talk about like magic systems in Nickelodeon shows too, like, because Avatar: The Last Airbender, like bending, you know, that is a magic system. Even though in the series they say like it's not magic, it's like for all intents and it's a magic system from a writing perspective. But then I also like, I remember when I was young, I loved the show Chalk Zone. When Rudy could like draw a portal and go to the chalk world, the Chalk Zone. And then, you know, Eliza Thornberry can like talk to animals and shit. And obviously Timmy Turner has his fairy godparents. Danny Phantom's a bit more, I guess, sci-fi? Maybe? I don't know. I would kind of argue that Danny Phantom is fantasy more than sci-fi. Like it kind of feels like Star Wars to me. You know, like everybody says that Star Wars is science fiction because it takes place in space. And I'm like, no, it is very much fantasy. Like the Force is magic. Like it's a fantasy, it's a western in space, like a cowboy western in space, you know, but it's also fantasy. Yeah, and I don't know. What's your favorite magic system in general, not just cartoons? Ooh. Good question. I have to think about that. Ooh. That's a very sexy question. That requires a lot of kicking things around in my head. Well, favorite magic system. So would you consider Dune sci-fi or fantasy? Good question. I have a lot of friends that I argue with this. I personally would have Dune as fantasy. I know that it's typically categorized as a science fiction novel, but I have also seen it make fantasy lists. Again, I feel like whenever you talk about extraterrestrials and like aliens in space, people have a tendency to label those as science fiction because the idea of that is very sci-fi. But I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of overlap in sci-fi and fantasy too. I took an entire class on science fiction and fantasy in college, like reading books. I'm a speed reader, and that class, oh my god, we had to read so many books. Like, I read Game of Thrones in 2 days. The first book. We read like The Golden Compass and shit like that too, and Grace of Kings by Ken Liu. The Magicians, American Gods. Going back to your question, favorite magic system? Well, I like magic systems that have... I like magic systems that have... I don't want to say strict rules, but just like they definitely stick to the rules. And that doesn't necessarily mean that like I love systems where like all of the, or like I feel like all of the rules have to be explained, you know, because like I do get agitated when I feel like authors over explain things. Like one of my biggest criticisms of Us by Jordan Peele, like I love him, I think he's a great writer, but I thought he got way too into explaining the tethered, and it just wasn't necessary. You know, I like that in like Avatar: The Last Airbender, at least in The Legend of Korra, they do eventually explain like what bending is and like how it came to be, and I think the way they did it was just enough information. It all fit canonically well in with the rest of the story, probably because that was always like what they envisioned, even if they didn't include it in like or depict it in the series. But I liked in Avatar: The Last Airbender that they didn't really get into, like they didn't need to explain why people can bend. And the rules are pretty simple. You know, if you're a waterbender, you can bend water. You can't bend fire. The Avatar, you know, can bend all of the elements. Like, I like that it's like, it's very simple to grasp. And I actually think that that's the best way to approach writing a magic system, because, you know, it's kind of like everyone always says think outside the box, and I don't think there's anything wrong with thinking outside the box, but the box is there for a reason. And I think it's impressive when writers can think within a box, because if you just have the mindset of like, well, we can do whatever the fuck we want, then you get into like Dragon Ball Z or JoJo's Bizarre Adventure territory, where nothing means anything and you could just continuously retcon shit. And so I like when you know, there are limits. Like, that's actually why I really like One Piece too, because I like that, you know, I like that, like, one of the characters, like, his ability is that he's made of rubber, like, and that seems like it'd be like a really fucking lame power, but then it's cool because the writer has to think of ways that to make that like actually be useful, you know. Yeah, I totally agree. The rules only stretched a bit when Toph bended metal, but not stretched enough for it to be unbelievable. Right, I agree. I agree with that. I like that. And, you know, if it's like crude metal, but then, like, I like that, you know, blood bending is realistic. Like, there's water in the body. You know, breath bending is realistic. Lightning bending, I actually feel like of all the bending that they prop up in the series, to me, that's probably the one that feels the most, like, not realistic, actually. I don't know. I don't want to sound stupid, because, I mean, but, like, fire and lightning are not the same thing. Like, it doesn't bother me that people can bend lightning. I like that as a mechanic, but I don't know, it's like lightning is cool. It's true, lightning is cool. Very zappy. Zappy. It's electrifying. Okay, I gotta add more fucking windows and lights. Everyone that watches my streams knows and likes to tease me because I always forget to add lights, and then I complain that I can't see anything. Alright, I'm making this apartment very pastel, but then yeah, I definitely want to have one that's like just cyberpunk, like dark. You know, I also want to do a bar. I built a cyberpunk space station in The Sims before, and I was really proud of how that turned out, so I kind of want to recreate that in this space. I did all like neon pink and purple with like the Japanese inspired like neon signs and stuff, and then I had like a fish tank and a window, you know. That was really fun. But hello, did the cat just kick my door in? I think the cat is trying to kick my door in to say hello. I just saw my door move a little bit. There's a black cat that is friends with my dog. Most unique and hard magic system I like is Mistborn, probably. I'm so sorry. I hiccuped and burped. Remind me what that one is? Mistborn? Yeah. But yeah, I like when magic systems have... So I guess one of my... I mean, it's kind of easy to say, but one of my favorite magic systems would probably be bending from Avatar: The Last Airbender. I also, you know, I mean, I like, it's where there are metals that allow you to do specific things. You have to swallow the metal. So you're Kirby. That's what you're telling me. Well, you've come to the right channel, because I fucking love Kirby. Kirby could swallow a bunch of metal. Look at this little guy. He could definitely swallow metal. Look at him. I also have this sticker of Kirby that my friend just bought me. Very sexy, I know. Alrighty. Let's keep building. I kind of like, I like in magic systems too when there is like a drawback, you know? I mean, like it's cool for someone to be capable of performing like I'm so sorry, that's really gross. My nose was itchy. Spells or like these cool feats, but I like in magic systems too when there's like a drawback to using the magic. Like I'm number 4 sort of had that where it's like you can use yeah, you can kind of do whatever you want, but it makes you weaker physically as you do so. Like I like mechanics like that. Oh my god, what was the, why can't I think of it? Fuck. I was just gonna say it because it's I really like the show actually. Oh, I don't know if any of you have seen the British sci-fi show Misfits. It's filthy. It's very raunchy, but it's great. Robert Sheehan is in it and a lot of other people. But yeah, I like that one. It's a good one. These characters get struck by lightning and have like powers and abilities, and I like that all of their powers and abilities come with drawbacks. Like there's one girl, for example, well, I mean, there's a character who's like able to read minds, you know, right? Like that's really cool. But then it's like, but she hears like everything that people are thinking, and you know, not just like personal, like offensive things too. Like if they look at her and they think like, "Ooh, what an ugly person," and she hears that, and her feelings are hurt. But like she also hears like the types of things that people are thinking, like that are immoral or like things they might be plotting to do. And so there's always that moral quandary of like, do I step in, do I say something, and like how would I even begin to tactfully like correct someone on that thing, because it's not like I can tell them I can read minds, you know. And that one's cool. But then there's also like a character who can go back in time, but he can only go back in time like, it's like a very strict, it's not just like Doctor Who where he gets in the TARDIS and he can go wherever he wants for the most part, like and they've retconned that several times with like crossing timelines and things like that. But for him, I think it's just that he can only go back like, I don't want to say it's like an hour, I think it's like within a 24-hour span or something, or no, because I think he goes back a year at one point. But there are like very strict rules with his time travel. And then there's another character I like. She, her ability is that she, whenever anyone touches her, they are sent into a sexual frenzy, which sounds kind of funny and wild, but I actually really like the way they handle that character, because she's a person who is very beautiful. She's very attractive, and they prop her up as this character that's kind of used to getting out of trouble because she is a very pretty and like sexually attractive young woman to a lot of people. So that's how she, you know, manipulates people, and again, just like gets out of trouble or holds power over people. And so her literal power, like that ability, it's cool because, well, it's not cool because like it's kind of a strength, but then she also feels incredibly isolated because like she can never have intimacy with people outside of sex if they touch her. Like she can't just like hold hands with somebody, or even like if someone accidentally brushes up against her, like, or you know, she can't like reach out to someone too and like touch their hair, like tuck their hair behind their ear, or like anything like that. Like for her, it's incredibly, this ability that you would think would bring her very close to people, and in a way that a lot of people I think fantasize about, she actually finds it to be like incredibly isolating. I think that's like a really cool, I don't know, like, again, it sounds like, I feel like when you describe it to people, they have their perception of like what that ability would look like in a sci-fi show, and they're like, oh, okay, like this is, you know, just an excuse for characters like to have sex on screen or like have that be a plot point. And it's like, no, I actually think it's pretty realistic that it's something that she doesn't enjoy after a while, that like this is an ability she has, and it's kind of linked to, I don't know, I feel like there's some commentary there with like the psychology of struggling with like hypersexuality and things like that, or just the types of things that we're kind of taught to do, you know, and accept and be okay with or whatever. Sounds interesting. Yeah, it's a good show. Misfits is a really good show. It's also just really fucking funny. Like it's and it's definitely, like I said, it's pretty like I mean, I'm sure there are some people who would watch the show and find it offensive. Like there's a lot of swearing, there's a lot of well, I wouldn't say a lot of violence, but like when there is violence, it's pretty graphic. I mean, they're not afraid to show people like getting stabbed, and you know, there's blood and stuff, and people getting shot, and you know, and there's also just like, because all the characters in the series are in like juvie, so they've all like committed crimes and stuff as well. That's like how they get to know each other. But one of the main characters that a lot of people think of when they think of Misfits is Nathan. He's like the sarcastic character, very sassy, like just loudmouth. He's like the Richie you know, from It, Richie Tozer. Like he's like that kind of character, but even more crude and like gross, because he's a teenage boy and he's like, you know, he's a delinquent, right? So he's like very he just doesn't give a fuck. And but there's like, I remember a really funny episode, I won't spoil too much with it, but they have like one of the counselors, like the guidance counselors, or just like the people there at juvie who are supposed to talk you through like why you're there and stuff, and he's like mad at her, so he runs out to the parking lot and he throws a brick at her car and smashes the windshield, and she's like, oh my god, like what is the matter with you, are you mentally deficient, you know? And like she goes running up to him because he threw that at her car, and he's like, no, if I were mentally deficient I would have missed, but check that out, a bullseye. It cracks me up every time I watch it. Like the line delivery of that is so great. Robert Sheen's very funny. Just googled it, not sure if I can watch it. I see Ramsey Bolton. It's a good show. It definitely has like the good, like just I don't know, British humor and stuff too. But sorry, I want to fix my headphones in, but they're kind of hurting my ears. Yeah. Oh, my back. Okay. I want to make this kitchen very futuristic. I am so sorry, everyone. I am sleepy. Well, I apologize if I have to end the stream in a little while because I'm kind of tired, but I really hope that y'all come back. I know we got some people lurking on YouTube right now. Chat's usually pretty chatty, but this is kind of a chiller stream, so everybody's just hanging out. But yeah, feel free to come back anytime. I love having y'all. I post my schedule on my Discord and also on my YouTube community tab. I used to update on my Twitter as well, but I never fucking go on Twitter anymore. But yeah, if you want to watch on Twitch or YouTube, I just got accepted into the Twitch affiliate program, and I also just got accepted to the YouTube partner program. So I want to reach 111 followers on Twitch. You could probably see like down in the bottom on the screen, like I've got the little widgets, but goal for 111 followers over there. And then also I'm shooting for 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. That'd be awesome. So 70% of the way there. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. Excited. I need to find that does not look very cyberpunky. Where is like the one I guess this fridge kind of works. I mean, this one also kind of works too, but it's like a really expensive fridge. I guess I could do this one though. Sick. I know it only looks like it has beverages in it. I wish there was like a fridge that is like frosted. Sorry, frosted glass or something. Maybe I'll do this one. Actually, I guess it's probably the best. They gotta get some like fancy, you know, looking fridges from like Korea or Japan, you know, like the like the LG fridges that are super fancy and sleek. The Asians have some pretty fucking cool refrigerators, I have to say. Oh no, y'all, I'm tired. I'm sorry I'm yawning. Ah. Sleepy. Okay. Pardon me. Hi, live off of a keto. Stop being so tired. Sorry, toast. Samsung fridge. Did I say the wrong? Did I do a oops? Samsung fridges. Those are pretty cool. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna put y'all on pause. I'm gonna get some more tea. Hi, Octopus King. Welcome in. I was just about to pause, so I gotta go get some more tea, but I'll be right back. Enjoy the BRB screen music. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So sorry. So sorry. Looks like a few more people joined in, like, just as I walked away. Hi, Octopus King. Hi, Solo. Hi, JK. Welcome back. How's it going? What I missed? The whole gang's here. It's true. Got some people on Twitch as well. I'm so sorry. No giant baby statue? No giant baby statue. Not this time. I should include one in the next Sims build, though. Gray is building some super cool cyberpunk apartments. Hell yeah. They're pretty cool. Was watching Valkyrie and then realized Gray was streaming. I am streaming. Thanks for stopping by. I haven't watched one of her streams in a while. I should check her out. I've said this before. I remember y'all put me on the spot because I couldn't remember a lot of streamers. But I don't really watch a lot of streamers, which is bad form. I should probably, like, if I want to do more with streaming, I should probably, like, know who the fuck is in this community. I mean, I know of a lot of streamers. I just, like, I don't know. I tend to, I watch a lot of, content and stuff, but I also, like, I don't know, I love streaming. I think it's really fun, and I love the social aspect of it, but I actually don't tend to watch a lot of streamers. It's not really my primary source of entertainment. Or, like, if I watch streamer, I usually like to watch streamers that I can enjoy, like, while I'm doing something, which I guess arguably you can do that with any streamer. Like, you guys could watch, like, my streams and just listen to them in the background. I've got, you know, background music and stuff, and I play a lot of games like this. Yeah, like, I tend to listen to or, like, support a lot of, like, artists who stream on Twitch, like, or in YouTube, you know, people who are just, like, illustrating in Photoshop or whatever, or Illustrator, or people who are, like, cooking or baking and stuff. I actually don't watch a lot of gaming streamers, which is funny because, like, I love gaming too. Like, I've seen people, I've certainly watched their content. I feel like as a streamer, it's probably good to, or an aspiring streamer, it's good to do that because, you know, you just kind of, you learn the tools of the trade, so to speak. I'm definitely putting up Instant Pot in this kitchen for sure. The future will have Instapots for Cyberpunk. But yeah, I don't really I don't watch people on stream very often. I'm gonna do this, like, tiny, although it looks stupid. I love this tiny washing machine that they gave us, but it doesn't work with any of the fucking counters, because I wish that they had thought about that with the skins for the counters, so when you put this in, like, the handles could disappear or something and it was just solid. Or, like, I don't know why they didn't, like, even the ones that came with the For Rent pack, like, this looks stupid with the washing machine that came with it, because it still has the hinges, so it's so obviously a door, like, or obvious that a door is there, but then stupid. I guess that this is maybe, like, the closest you could get with that little washing machine, but then, or dishwasher rather, but now it doesn't match the countertops. I guess I could go with the gray counters though. Yeah, fuck it. No 3D food printer. Maybe someday. Was watching people react to movies. Cool. Sounds like my kind of people. We were talking about books on stream earlier with some lovely people on Twitch and you lovely people on YouTube. Oh, I apologize. I'm obviously getting kind of tired. I did not sleep well last night. And I was Bella busy at work today, so I'm a little tired. Just a wee bit. I kind of want to put one of the skinny sinks like right here. I think that'd be cute. I do like this one, but it's got to feel future-like or cyberpunk-like. I mean, I guess these floating sinks feel the most like that, right? This one too. I'm so... Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so tired, you guys. I feel like I'm usually so much more entertaining, high energy. This week's been kind of a lot. I was doing well when I was talking about TV shows and stuff that woke me up a little bit, but now I am fading. Oh no. Sorry. I hope I'm not getting a, like I said earlier, I was worried I was getting a migraine. I think it's probably just a headache. A normal headache, which is still not fun, but I'd pick that over a migraine. Let's just talk then. Oh no! Tired. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm actually like not doing great all of a sudden. I'm having trouble like I'm getting it. My head's like feeling kind of like my eyelids feel heavy. I'm getting like not dizzy, but just that like feels like heat is kind of crashing over me a little bit. Uh-oh. Okay. I need to place a light fixture. Crazy idea. Have you tried sleeping? That is a good suggestion, Xander. I have insomnia. But yeah, I should try sleeping. It's a good suggestion. Oh my goodness. I like that your name is Xander. I know yours is spelled with a Z instead of an X, but it's making me think of Xander Wifflebottom from Drawn Together. Strong Xander, strong Xander. Oh no. I said I was gonna stream tonight. I wanted to entertain you guys. I can't be sleepy. Ooh, that's obnoxious as fuck. I don't want to. No. No. I mean, this one's kind of fun. I guess I could put that in the corner. Honestly, the Z makes no sense. Just... It's fine. It's okay. You do you, man. I'm gonna make it to 7 o'clock. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna make it to 7 and then this is only gonna be like a 2-hour stream. I apologize. But I think I need to. Actually, like, I need to lay down with, like, a cold, bit of eye patches over my eyes. Because of, like, my migraines and stuff, and my fibro, you know, my face hurts. I'm sure it's killing all of you. But, what the fuck was I saying? What was I doing with these lights? What the fuck is happening? Oh yeah, but, so I have, like, little eye patches that I rest on my eyes that help with, like, pain and stuff. They can be, like, chilled or whatever. Helps with, like, light and stuff, too. But they look like little donuts. They're really cute. Little donuts. Go crash and try again another time. Okay, Dad. Sorry. Shouldn't be so sassy. I'll go at 7. Ugh. It's my fault too. I went on a run. Trying to get back in, you know, in shape. Trying to keep up with it. Helps with my back pain. Now I have, that's what you get for exercising. Running sucks. Ah, I love running. I used to lift and do, like, other things. I'd kind of like to get into calisthenics. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I think that would help with, yeah, my fibromyalgia and, like, kind of help to work out that way, because I can't always, you know, it's not always comfy doing, like, lifting anymore, because my, you know, after my concussion, like, my grip strength is just not what it used to be. And I get nervous lifting, like, heavy weights and stuff. With calisthenics, it's just me lifting myself. But I like running. Running is something I can do. It's aerobics. But that's fair, running sucks. I like it because I, put my headphones in, run around the city, trip and fall in front of people in public. Not that I've ever done. No. How'd you get a concussion? Story time. So when I was in college, this is not good for my back. I wonder why I have back pain, and then I sit in my desk chair with, like, my knees up like this. I'm like an idiot. So when I was in college, I was going to meet some friends, in a rainstorm, and I came out of my townhome on my campus, and I slipped at the top of a concrete staircase, and I fell down the stairs. And no one saw me fall, so I don't know exactly how I fell or how I landed. But the next thing I remember, I don't remember getting there, but I drove to meet people, showed up, and was like, my head really hurts. And then I fell face down, and everybody thought I was just, like, pissed off and I was, like, sleeping because I had a headache. And then my friend was like, oh my god, she's not responding. And she has a bump on her head. Holy shit. And so, yeah, we figured out I fell down a flight of stairs. And then, yeah, the next thing I remember is waking up to this guy standing over me. And he was really handsome. He had a very nice, like, deep voice. He was like, everything's gonna be okay. Everything's alright. Do you know where you are? Do you know who you are? Like, you okay? And he was in, like, a halo of light with the building I was in. I was like, holy shit. I died. But no, I just had a concussion. So they called, like, you know, EMTs or whatever, and an ambulance, and they came and picked me up, and then Yeah, it was my senior year of college, so for the next like several classes or whatever, like, or I had to orate like my essays because I couldn't sorry, I'm changing up the lights a little bit. I don't like what I did with some of these. But yeah, I couldn't look at a computer screen for more than 20 minutes without getting a really, really painful migraine. Or like my vision would go blurry and it'd be all fucked up. And so I had, and I majored in theater and English, you know, creative writing. I took a class where one of my final projects was I had to write a novel. And then I had like thesis papers and stuff. So I had to orate like a 40-page paper to someone to like finish my degree and things like that. It was really rough. And now I can be on computers again, but unfortunately I have some residual damage. I have post-concussive syndrome after my fall. I definitely deal with migraines. I get migraines more frequently now. I get them like twice a month. It's exacerbated if I'm not sleeping well or if I'm under a lot of stress. I've changed some things with my diet too to try to like reduce the like tension headaches or things that I get. And then I have, you know, back pain, and just I have fibro, like just kind of generalized pain all over. It sucks. It's not fun. You do what you gotta do, like, and I still keep pretty busy, and I'm 27, I'm still pretty young, so, you know, I do my best to keep up with things, and I bartend, you know, like I said, and I work in a restaurant, like I host and waitress and stuff, so, I keep very busy. I'm on my feet a lot, and for the most part, it's okay, but then there are some days, like, I'm wrecked. Like, I went to get up the other day at work, like, I was like moving a box on the floor, and then like I went to stand up and I felt like my back seize. And I had that really like sort of unattractive like old lady walk where I was like, because my back was tight. And I had to go sit in a chair, and it was one of those things too where my coworkers were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "The best thing you could do for me right now is not look at me. Like, do not perceive me. Like, do not acknowledge me, because I'm not feeling good. If only we could swap out our bodies. That would be cool." Well, that's the plot of Repo the Genetic Opera, which is a pretty good movie. I like that one. The girl from Spy Kids is the main person in it. Best thing you could do is get off my lawn. Yeah, really. But you know. Oh. Okay. I have to put one more thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm like, I sleepy. Where do you say you post your schedule? On my Discord, which is in the Twitch shelf. I have a cute little sticker. It's my little doggy sitting next to a teapot. And I also post it on my YouTube community tab. But I'm getting better about updating my Twitch schedule too. I wasn't simul-streaming on like Twitch and YouTube for a while. I was like only streaming on YouTube. And then I sort of brushed the cobwebs off my Twitch channel because they allow simul-streaming now. So even if you're part of like the affiliate program or whatever, so, and partner program and stuff too. So yeah, but I'm gonna post I'll post my schedule on Twitch too, because I feel bad. Like, I would love it if everybody like follows my other accounts and, you know, gets invested in my content, but I also want to be realistic, and I don't want to put pressure on people to like jump to all of my different platforms all the time for information. So I'm gonna have my schedule accessible in as many places as possible. But yeah, yay, thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Xander. Feel free to give me a follow if you want. You'll get Updates on things. Oh no. Go, go, Godzilla. I like the Godzilla movie with Bryan Cranston. It's pretty good. Just saying. Alrighty. I'm so sorry. This was not very entertaining. And this doesn't even really look cyberpunky yet. I promise this is gonna look cool. I'll have to share screenshots of the cyberpunk space station I made, because I got really detailed with like putting pipes in and like little lanterns and neon signs and all this stuff and vents, and I get very detailed with my builds in The Sims for sure. But I play a lot of other games too. I've been playing Little Nightmares. I was gonna play that tonight, but I was worried because I was feeling kind of sleepy that I wouldn't be able to keep up with it as well. But yeah, Little Nightmares. I love horror games. I play Phasmophobia with people. We play Played Up. I like to play Among Us. Haven't played it in a while. Would love to play it again. Ooh. I like to play Dark Pictures anthology series. Like those types of games. But yeah. Yeah. Be careful, Xander. Once you get seduced by Gray, you'll never leave the stream. Why, yes. That is indeed what will happen. And I will slowly suck the life force out of you and feed it all to Casper the dog, so he can become the Mega Casper. Nothing wrong with a chill stream. That's true. I gotta like not be so hard on myself. I could do an ASMR stream again. No, like I said, I think I want to work on building that teeny room that I have, and maybe do some more cooking or baking streams. I could make some cocktails too. That'd be fun. Yeah, and I'll have more. I know what originally drew me in was you playing Skyrim. Skyrim! Oh yeah, I gotta play more Skyrim. That's fair. A lot of people are here for Casper. I think at this point I solely exist to provide for Casper. I don't really have a purpose outside of that anymore. I should play Skyrim again. Yeah, I like stuff like that. Like I said, I really want to play Valorant too. I love Valorant. I just can't get it fucking working on my computer. But I could play Palia more too. Could play Spooky Jump Scare Mansion. I have that. Sorry, I'm looking over my other games. Obviously, I've got House Flipper. Play that a fair bit. Slime Rancher. Should play that again. I know it's not very entertaining to watch, but I do really like playing Civ 5. Like Sid Meier's Civilization. I think those games are really fun. Those types of strategy games. I should play that one again. I could play Destiny too. I've got Destiny 2. Could play that. Yeah. Baldur's Gate. The Sims Medieval. Casper is the real star. He really is. You're right. Alright, you guys. I'm so sorry, but I am afraid that I am sleepy. I will play all sorts of games so long as they're entertaining to you guys. Feel free to like send me suggestions too. I always am looking for indie games. Like Little Nightmares I'm really liking. I love the aesthetic of it. It's really beautifully designed, and I would love to play it through and then play like the other other iterations in the series. But Matane, bye. Bye. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. I will see you this week. I'm probably going to be streaming on Tuesday. I know for sure that's going to be one of the days I stream. So thank you. Yeah, thank you. Have a good one, Xander. Thank you, Octo. Thank you, Toast. Thank you, JK. Thank you, Akito. Thank you, Solo. Thank you, Xander. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else. Oh, fuck me. But I don't know. Thank you to the lurkers too. People watching the VOD afterward as well. I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll definitely be streaming on Tuesday. Want to be playing more Little Nightmares and going for it. Gotta get rid of I gotta get past that boss battle. So I will give Casper extra snuggles. Yes, he will appreciate it. So, goodbye, everybody. Have a good night. Make sure you fasten your seatbelts whenever you get in a car. Don't run across a busy road. If you get a parking ticket, just pay it right away. Don't let that shit get out of hand. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Be awesome. And I will see you on the